Next, meet Molly McCartney from Fulham. She's 93 and as a teenager served as a wren in the Second World War. Now, in her more senior years, she's no stranger to taking a risk or two. And as Gareth Furby's been finding out, she's absolutely no intention of slowing down or taking it easy.
When she was just 16 years old, Molly learned how to be tough.
If something terrible happened, we tried to help and make things better, and if we couldn't, then that was life.
Here she is in the Second World War, when she joined the Wrens, the Women's Royal Naval Service, even though she was underage.
I was 16 and I forged my birth certificate because I knew they wouldn't take me if I wasn't 17. I looked after the electrics and the fuel.
The motorboats she worked on would shuttle to and from warships, and sometimes she saw things she would never forget.
They had been machine gunned and torpedoed, and we all knew that when we went to bed we may not wake up the next morning, and we fully accepted that.
Molly was in charge of the boat's engines, and one of her most important jobs involved delivering a message to Winston Churchill.
Something had come through, and of course because they were out in the channel there was radio silence. Because of the blackout you couldn't see the land and you couldn't see anything else because there was no moon. It was rather frightening.
But it was also quite thrilling, and ever since those days, Molly has had a taste for adventure.
When I joined the Wrens, I didn't realise that women could fly, and ever since I've thought I must go in an aeroplane.
Well, now, at the age of 93, she's enjoying it a lot.
It's lovely, absolutely wonderful. I went up and then I went down.
So we've arranged a date for next year, haven't we?
Yes.
We're going to fly again, 12 months' time.
But Molly doesn't just like planes, she also horse rides.
Please be respectful of your elders, otherwise you're in trouble.
What age were you when you first did this?
Well, I sat on a donkey when I was 3. That's 90 years ago.
And she doesn't have any time for anyone who tries to warn her of the dangers. And people advise you not to do it?
Oh yeah.
What do you think about that?
Go to hell.
Compared to those wartime teenage experiences, life in a Fulham flat operated by the veterans' charity Stoll can seem a little comfortable. But Molly is still doing her best to show just how tough she is.
Never say no. You'd be surprised. All sorts of wonderful things come out of it. It really is great fun.
Wonderful stuff.